Hi guys, and welcome to Simple Arithmetic Operator Calculator developed using switch statement, also referred to as MDAS Calculator. So let me show you guys how this works. I'm going to reset. Let's clear it. No, I don't want to clear. Yes, I do want to clear. So if I enter whatever value in there, and if we want to multiply, just there, and you see it's displayed in here. One other thing is we can clear this very reset display and add new data and so on. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into C# development environment, and we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. So I'm going to exit out and we'll start a new project entirely. So let's close this. There. Okay, let's click on create new project and let's select, make sure C# is selected. Click on next. Let's give the project a name. I'm going to call it CS Switch MDAS. There we go, and click on create. Okay, my development environment is ready. I'm going to drag it that much, and I will also come right here to the properties. Let's get this form centered. Start position, I'm going to get it centered. There we go. Now let's come straight to the toolbox. Do that again, and I'm going to get hold of the panel. Now come straight to the properties and let's go to border style. I'm going to make that fixed 3D. Now this same panel, I'm going to get it copied. So click in here and just copy it and bring it right down. That much. And copy it one more time, and it's going to be, that is going to be inside that very one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's change the back color of this plane or panel. So let's come right down here. I want to make it a cadet blue. Yeah, let it be cadet blue. We can just type that in there, and there we go. And this very one inside it, I'm going to change that color back to control there, and I might as well just copy this again. Yeah, just like that, and just something like that, right, and drag it this much. Okay, looking good so far. And here I'm going to add a list box here. Let's get hold of a list box. There we go. How about that much? Yeah, that's alright. And we now need buttons. Come down here, add one button here, and I'm going to add some buttons here. I need three buttons here. Let's reduce this, and there we go. Yeah, alright, so I need, let's come down here, we get hold of label. We need one label here and a text box. Let's come down, text box here. Alright, then we also need radio buttons. There we go. Okay, I now have all the components that I need in place. I'm going to come in straight to the font and let's increase the font size for everything. So I've just selected it all. I might as well select this as well and just change the font to something readable. Make that bold, come right down, maybe 22, something like that. I can just type it there. There we go. Now grab this. We have 2, we have 3, and 1 here. This very one, I'm going to change the properties of this one, of that very label. Auto size, make that false. Back color, make it white. Control white, and border, fix 3D, and get rid of the text content we have in there. Okay, copy that. And this very one, I'm going to change the text to center. Now this label, let's change that, get rid of the text content we have in there, and here get it centered as well. Alright, that's fine. So this very radio button, we change that to addition, and the name is going to be RB add. Okay, I'm going to copy this addition. We have 2, we have 4, and 1 more. There we go. And there, this one is going to be known as RB sub, and change the text to subtraction. So I'm going to go all the way to show you guys how it's done for the sake of the beginners. So for those of you with very good experience, you can always skip this part of it. Now that is multiplication, and the name is going to be mod, RB mod. There. And here we change this one to RB division. Bring that down and change that to division. Then finally we have Modulus, and this one is going to be RB mode. There. So you now come in here, you see that very label. We're going to change the details of that label to enter first number. There we go. I might as well copy it to second number. Enter second number. Change that to second. Alright. Done. And here that's going to be known as display result. Right underneath here, I'm going to change that to calculate. And it's going to be known as BTN calculate, or BTN calc. This is going to be called clear, BTN clear. Text content on it will be clear. Here we call it exit, and this is BTN exit. Now right here we're going to call that display and change that to BTN display or reset, actually reset. Right. And the text content on it, I'm going to change that to reset display. Come right down here, let's take it down. There we go. There, all done. And this list box, we can just call that lst display, and that is it, done. Let's add space in here. There we go. Okay guys, now let's double click on the form and declare some variables. So right up here I'm going to declare the following variables. So let's start by saying char ups there, and I'm going to declare another one that's going to be double, and in the case of double I'm going to have first num, let's say first number comma second number comma, and let's go for answer. There we go. I will also declare an integer, that's f, s and a there. This is going to be used for the modulus. This is going to be used for other arithmetic operators. Okay, and this is just to store the operator itself. Okay, all is done. So now come in here, let's double click on the calculate button. Now right in here I am going to use try there, just in case if there's any error. So if there's any error, what I want you to do is right underneath here, let's enter the function cache, and that's going to be exception. I'm going to call it ES, and come right down here, enter curly braces. There we go. And in here I'm just going to say message box column show. No, it's not, this is not C++. Dot show, and it's going to be ex dot message. So that message will be a default message within the system. So underneath here I might as well say txt, or the text box. There's no name for my text box. Alright, that is no problem. Let's clear that. I'm going to come straight here to my text box. Let's give them a name. So this one is going to be known as txt first, txt second, and here that's going to be my display, LBL display. There we go. Now back in here, double click on my calculates. Now to clear it, txt, there we go, dot text equals clear. That's for the very first one. Now repeat the same thing for the second one, dot clear. Now LBL display clear. Alright, that is fine. Now let's reset the radio buttons. RB dot check, that's checked, equals false. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other radio buttons. We have 5 in total, so that's 1. RB division clear, RB modulus clear, RB mult clear, and finally RB sub clear. Alright, that takes care of my clear function. So once there's any error, all of the text box and the radio button will reset themselves. Okay, right inside the try here, so what I want to do first of all is I'm going to assign some value to the first num here. So I'm going to say first num equals convert dot to double, and whatever you convert into double, that's going to be the text content txt first dot text. Repeat exactly the same thing for the second one. So I'm going to copy this, paste it underneath here, change this one to second, and this will become second number. There we go. Now the variables declared up here are now initialized. So right underneath here, we now want to use these ups. So come down here and we will use the switch function. So we say ups and press enter curly braces for my ups, and right in there the very first one that I intend to use is going to be the plus sign, plus, and come right down, enter column, and the very first function here is going to be, yeah, that is correct. Let's say answer equals first number plus second num. There. Okay, that's the very first one. Then I'm going to say LBL display dot text equals, let's get that converted again, convert dot to string. And what am I converting to string? I am actually converting the arithmetic, the answer to string. Now LST display dot reset display. Oh, that's a wrong name I gave to it. That's wrong. That should just be display. Let's come back in here. Alright, that's much better. Come back in here. Display dot items dot add, and what am I adding? I'm adding first number plus in there we enter plus and come out of it, enter another plus for the second number, and the second number is there, so grab hold of all of this, paste that here, paste, enter semicolon here, and right here we will now enter the answer. There we go, and that takes care of that. So I'm now going to break there. So the very first part is taken care of. That is for the addition. So I'm going to copy that, come right down here, paste. That's going to be for subtraction. Change that to S. Subtraction, and here subtraction sign here, or this should be equals, and equal sign here as well. Alright, that takes care of my subtraction. I'm going to take care of maybe division or multiplication. Paste that in there. Multiplication here, and there, that takes care of that, and here should be multiplication as well. Okay, looking good so far. We now have, now this is going to be division, and division here. Okay, and finally it's going to be modulus. In the case of modulus, because modulus will always return an integer value, so that's the sign for modulus, I'm going to have to change all of this. Okay, But let's copy this here. Let's copy this and bring it right down here. Paste it here. Oh yeah, just paste it up there. So that's going to be f, integer. Change this to f as well, integer. And here this should become dot to int 32. There we go. And change the other ones as well. Copy that, bring this here, that becomes int 32. Now we now need to carry out the modulus. So this is f and this is s, and change this sign to modulus sign there. And here that becomes a. And we also need to change this, that become f, s here, and a here, and the sign modulus here. And that's all there is to it. However, it's not going to work. The reason being, I'm going to have to come in here because the character declared here, OP, this very one. So we say OP equals the plus sign. There we go. Let's use a single quote there. There. That is what OP is. That's for the addition. So I'm going to copy this, come back in here, double click on subtract, paste, change the operator to subtract. Multiplication, paste, change that to multiplication. And division, paste, change that to division. Then finally modulus. There, change that to modulus sign. There we go. So we should be able to do something with these operators now. So let's run it. Click on run. There we go, guys. So let's give that a try. Select any of this operator, enter whatever value in there, and addition, that's good, and it's displayed there as well. Subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. That is fine, working as expected. However, these ones are not doing anything, so let's take care of that. That's easy. So let's come right down here. You see here, that will take care of all of those. I'm going to grab all of this, copy, and come right down here, double click on clear. Maybe we should use a try cache. Try. I don't know if there's any need for that though. Paste that in there. Else, let's grab else in here. Try cache, else, display message box. Grab all of that, and where is it? Right here. Paste, and there. That takes care of that. Alright, that is fine. That is for my reset. Actually, this reset button has no name. Oh, let's see, does this has a name? Yes, it does. What about declare? Declare has no name. Let's see, that's wrong. Make sure your buttons, they all have a name. Yes, it does. Yes, it does have a name. So I'm going to get rid of that here. You see here, that's the event. So I must have used it before, and get rid of this as well. Alright, I'm going to double click and just copy that. Where is it now? It's here somewhere. Oh, it's gone. Okay, that's no problem. We just do it again because I deleted that function. It's all gone. So grab hold of this and come right in here, double click, try, there we go, and here paste and copy all of this, dump it right here. That is fine. Okay, now let's grab hold of this then maybe we should even use confirm if you want to clear. So here, let's use confirm if you want to clear. So double click on here. I'm going to just use confirm if you want to clear. So in here, okay, it's no big deal, you don't have to do that. So I'm going to say dialog result, that will be I clear. There, that's my variable there. So I'm going to say I clear, that is equals message box, just prompting the user to confirm if they really want to clear. Dot show, and in here we just say confirm There we go. That's my first argument. Second argument is going to be the name of my project, MDAS Calculator. Done. And the next argument is going to be the method that I'm going to be using. So message box button, let's bring that down here, dot information, no, dot yes or no, there we go, comma, then message box icon dot information, there we go. And if the end user, if the iClear equals dialog result, do that again, dialog result dot yes, then do this, and that is it. We can put that in a curly braces as well. So do that, else it's going to do otherwise. So that is fine. So I'm going to just copy this iClear. I'm going to use it for the buttons on my list box, or by my list box, underneath the list box. Grab all of this, copy, come right in here. You see this button? Double click on it, paste. In the case of that, I just want you to clear just one single one. So let's see, undo that again. Let's see what I've done wrong there. Okay, so what did I copy? Go back and copy it properly. Alright, let's take it from the top. All the way down here, copy, come right here, double click and paste. Right, and in there, all I just want you to do is to clear lst display dot items dot clear. There we go, that is it, done. Okay, that's fine. And guess what, I can still use this for my exit. So grab all of that, come in here, double click on exit, paste that in there. In the case of exit, this one will become application dot exit. There we go. However, let's just change it to confirm if you want to exit, and just give this one an appropriate name, exit, and this as well, I exit here as well. There we go, that is it. All of our buttons are all taken care of. That's my exit lines of codes. That is the calculation. Take a good look at the calculation using switch statements. That is for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. And right in here, if the user enter string characters, the system will actually flag it out. Right, so let's see the other thing that you guys need to see. Clear, this is clear right there. Try cache there and exit. Okay, that's it, all done. Run the program. Enter whatever value in there. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Clear. Nope. Clear. Yes. Start a new process. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. There we go. So we can always reset this. Nope. Reset. You see that, guys? So do that again. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and so on. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can always join to become a member of the channel. This very tutorial is just for my beginners so that they can learn how to code. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this program. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.